Hey, Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Civilization 6 as the Sumerians, where we are gearing up for a quick war. And when I say a quick war, I mean a painful, slow grind of a war. So we managed to get quite a few cities down. We're in a good place. We're going to start moving our war carts around to try to get position on Ollantaytambo. Now, we already have denounced him, so we'll be able to declare the war in 3 turns as a formal war. Also, this settler is going up to here, perfect. And then this settler is heading down south to there. And then this settler is going to be taking over this position once we kill Ollantaytambo. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get started on just ancient walls here in Lagash. This city will need help, both in the form of gold and builders and production and all that sort of stuff. I really want to get my government plaza. So we're going to go ahead and skedoodle this and, get a builder going, all that sort of stuff. I think it would also be good if I got myself another war cart to help with the war. So I'm going to delay the government plaza for the war cart. And I also need to get the fairground down actually in this city too. So we'll pop that fairground down, which is basically the entertainment complex in this mod. We are playing a modded game, just FYI. Your people settled too close. Apologies, we'll look elsewhere. I'll take that diplomatic favor because I don't care. I don't care about pissing him off. I don't want a surprise war, so I'm going to go ahead and just let that pass. I will have quite a few grievances with him after this war, but it should be a pretty easy. I don't know about super quick, but it should be a pretty easy war. I want to sell Diplo favor for gold because it would be nice to buy an extra archer, because having 4 archers pounding a city is actually a significant upgrade over having 2 archers pounding a city. My war cart somehow is in the wrong place, but we'll make that work. Let's go ahead and harvest this woods. Progress towards mercenaries. You'll rebuild that camp. And I think I've decided I don't want to chop more jungle than necessary because I want to build a Chichen Itza and I want it to be I was going to swear there, but I want it to be a banger Chichen Itza. So we need to get to guilds pretty reasonably quick. All right, the city of Uruk has finished a war cart. I guess we could 1-turn the granary and get that extra food. Not that we need the house, up to 16 housing and 4 amenities. Definitely need to get these plantations built, I think. That's probably what I'm going to spend some time doing. I'm not going to chop these tiles. That was the original plan, but I think we're going to focus on chopping things where actual infrastructure might end up going, like the fact that we should probably research drama and poetry at some point. We are settling here. I know I promised. I don't care. I won't give it down, okay? That's just who I am. Let's get the irrigation wheel in here. That'll pay dividends. Honestly, monument is better because culture is king. All right, where do we stand? All right, classical era in 7 turns. You are my enemy. 1 more turn until we can declare the full war. You move down to there. You move to here. You move there. You're in position. You're moving here. You're heading this way. I want this guy around here to head off the pass if you can. Got the granary at Uruk. I'd say it would be nice to get the government plaza. I want to build that camp. We've got a ton of really nice tiles in this city. Let's make sure we take this tile too. I think I might go for a commercial hub plus this here. It's kind of I don't know, I'm spitballing on the exact nature and plans that I'm working on. I guess this could be a wonder. In theory, this could be the mausoleum. Do I do a mausoleum game? I mean, there's no reason not to do a mausoleum game. Jebba Barka was built. Imminent DMZ. Promised breach. That doesn't matter. He already hates me. We declared formal war. Now, he does have a swordsman in the city, which will make this a little bit harder of a war. But 2 of my archers are in position because they can shoot over these forests because they're in hills. We don't want to slam the city. Rather, what we want to do is to slowly pick him apart from the outside with chariot siege warfare. All right, 2 charge builder. Where do you want to go? Could be good to get these pastures and the bananas online. I think I'll go for the bananas because the city's already working these 2 tiles, so improving them seems quite good. Nice, he's actually coming out of the city to attack me, but he also healed. Once you fortify, or no, it was the city that healed. Right, good news is, every time we attack the city, there's 11 health, we lower the city's defense against attacks. You guys are now in position, and I got a builder charge back, so that's just payback for earlier. Honestly, let's get that plantation down. Lovely. 3 food, 2 production, 2 gold. I'm glad that I decided against chopping because that would have made my Chichen Itza really bad. It would have made it so bad. I think there's something to be said for picking up the cistern here or the honestly, the harbor is actually a really good pickup here. It gives me access to the trade boots, all that sort of stuff. And again, I actually don't really know how this. Oh, if we could kill this soldier early. That's huge. This city is now basically defenseless because now slamming with my war carts actually does a lot. I don't think it's worth it to slam this turn. We'll slam next turn. Let's get drama and poetry. We do want to get the civic square placed in the capital. We finished the government plaza. I don't think we need to get the ancestral or the audience chamber just yet, but that's something we might want to consider. Maybe it would be good to, I think I'm going to work on the fairground. I think that's the next phase of the operation is fairground me up. Settler completed here. Let's go get it into position into the projected city settlement. And you can't really place anything that we want. I guess in theory, why was I building an aqueduct here? Oh, yeah. Well, a commercial hub here isn't the worst thing ever. Go get me a builder. I'm definitely become like Chop Man, the Choppener. I super don't feel comfortable placing districts on choppable tiles. I just think builders are so good. Oh man, we can finally take Connoisseur with this governor title, which will give us a huge boost to our culture in the city of Kish. Eventually, we do want to move Pingala to Uruk, but that's only after we're done chopping. I think like we could chop this tile, we could chop this tile. These two tiles could be chopped. This tile could be chopped, as can this tile. So that's at least, let me count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chops in here. So that's like another couple builders, like quite a bit of gold to get the maximum out of Magnus here. I think that's worth it. Yeah, builders. Okay, slam the hell out of the city with these archers. Let's move in for the siege with these guys. We can take the city. We'll raise the city. I want it gone because I want a city that's actually in range of my... Oh, I guess it was in range of my Colosseum. Well... Oops, no comment. I could move this city down and right a tile. If I move the city down and right one tile, we could do a cistern here. There's like a little weird industrial zone. Or we could put like on the border with this guy an encampment. What if we put the encampment here? We did the cistern here. We did the industrial zone here. We get ourselves a nice pasture, a nice iron mine. Well, it's all starting to look a little, a little viable. I'm curious about what my current city overlap is. Yeah, right in here is a nice city overlap. We'll also take the researcher promotion on Pingala. That's +1 science per turn per citizen in the city. And that's just going to help us get a little bit more science and culture before we've actually built infrastructure. This free builder, I guess, can go chop that tile. Plantation, excellent. Our gold income is slowly climbing. Ooh, that's not good. Zulu settler. There's not much I can do about that Zulu settler. However, if he does settle real close to me, he's probably going to be negative loyalty because this is a huge city, 8 pop, and it's continuously growing, so that's going to get worse for him. I may wait for that city to flip independent and then like blow it up. If indeed it is negative loyalty, he can probably just pop a governor in there and be fine. But honestly, I don't need to extract anything else out of this war. I achieved my aims, so now I just need to wait for peace 6 turns from now. So I think we just fall back to a defensible location. We're going to pop this city down. Excellent. And we're going to go for granary first, rather. And the reason that we go granary first is because this is a coastal city which only has 3 housing in it. 3 housing means you can only grow to the 2 population before you start suffering from growth penalties. And we want that +1 food and the +2 housing in here to allow the city to actually reach its potential. In a perfect world, I would buy that with gold. But that's just not an option as it currently stands. So we've got a little war city down here. I mean, if we're doing a war city, a harbor would also be good. Maybe. We'll think about that. War city. Me no wanna go. Fortify. Why don't you stand Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do with that builder. You stand there, and you move around, you come back to a defensive location. So we're setting up a little bit of a defensive nut here until that he can't crack. Really want feudalism. Have to get recorded history first because I want those governor titles. Yeah, we should go get these plantations online because they're gonna excel. Excelsior, they're going to excel us very nicely. Hello, Guitarja. Absolute pleasure to meet Guitarja. Actually, can potentially sell her luxuries. I don't want to sell my wine. I think I'd like to keep my luxuries now. Also, the fact that my capital is ecstatic. Oh, nice. So we got Celestial Navigation. We've unlocked the fishing dock. +1 food in all coastal tiles. +1 food in all ocean tiles. Once cartography is discovered, +1 production for every fishing boat and fishery in the city. We've got the Great Lighthouse. That's the same as it was. The fishing dock for the wharf. So it looks like there's 1 for the actual harbor and then 1 for the city. Cool. +1 trade route capacity. +1 trade route capacity. International trade routes from the city. +2 gold. +2 housing. +1 great merchant slot. Ooh. So this gives citizen yields. Oh, do I want citizen yields food or citizen yields gold? Citizen yield food or citizen yield gold? Now that is interesting. Citizen yield food sounds more fun. Let's go for the trade dock here. That'll be an extra trade route. Trade routes are very valuable, very powerful. We're also going to place the harbor to lock in its price. When you place a district, its long-term price is locked in. As you research technologies and stuff, the price of districts goes up. I think we'll go for Exit Sea Evangelists. We do, in fact, have a religion that is like passively spreading. It's kind of neat. We could probably go for irrigation wheel, or rather go for construction and then just buy an irrigation wheel, which is basically the water wheel, this thing. +1 food, +1 production in the capital, not bad. That's all a nice multiplier, giving the capital even more power. We are centralizing a lot of our empire's power there. We're going to settle this city, +3 era score, because we're near the Fountain of Youth, which is nice. I feel like I could have got a golden age with, if I'd been able to settle this city a couple turns sooner and also been able to build a ziggurat, could have maybe done a lot. I just don't think the ziggurat's a very good improvement. This is for coast tiles. These are not coast tiles. These are lake tiles, which I don't think benefit. But the +1 production to this, I think the trade dock is cool. What do we got in terms of the commercial hub? Oh, wow. So we got like a market or... Okay, so the market gives you a trade route, A, which we could get with the trade dock. +2 citizen slots, +1 great merchant, +4 gold. Okay, what about the mint? +1 gold per governor promotion, +2 loyalty per turn to your city's within 6 tiles. Oh, and a trade route. And what about the Emporium? +1 trade route, +1 gold per turn for each foreign trade route passing through the city. +1 gold per turn from and to each foreign trade route to the city. Strategic resource stockpile increased. Huh. The citizen slots, it's got a product slot. What about the market? Interesting. So I guess we'll go for the fishing dock eventually. But first, monument. Need to get that culture up. Culture is king in the early game. Plantation down in the capital. We're starting to get nice tiles up. We're up to 9 pomp in here. Soon we'll hit 10. And I think there's a era score boost for 10 pomp. It does look like the city of Babanango. I would like double... I don't know. I actually don't care. I choose banned scientists. I would like heavy cavalry to be stronger. Great generals are banned and melee units are stronger. So Babanango is slowly flipping, so we could do something about that. We have finished Fairground in the capital. We would like to chop that tile. Chop the tile, chop the tile. We'll get a builder to walk over there, and while that builder is walking, we'll build the arena. No, I'll crack at a builder and then I'll build the arena. So the arena is +1 amenity if the city has an established governor. Tourney ground buildings within 6 tiles do not provide additional amenities, or additional bonuses rather. +1 amenity from entertainment, +2 citizen slots and a great work of music slot. The fairground itself gives you +1 amenity. Then if we go check out what the tourney ground is, bonus amenity extends to city centers within 6 tiles. Okay, so it's like an early version of the zoo. Does not stack. +1 amenity from entertainment, 1 less citizen slot, and +2 gold citizen yield rather than the +2 culture. So interesting. I like this mod combination, makes the game kind of weird. I am going to commit to the capital and say focus on food and production, because just growing the city and producing is going to be huge, and then eventually we'll be able to work all these extra citizen slots that we'll build. We could go for the audience chamber first. I think I'll get a builder and then the arena. Bringing this guy back to become a swordsman. It'd probably be good to have a swordsman. Would love to be selling more stuff to the AI. Have not found many luxuries. There is wine down here, and that could be a spare that we could send. Definitely need to get more luxuries online. That's got to be a priority. Speaking of which, find out where the luxuries are. So we definitely want this plantation. What else we got? Well, there's a luxury over here. 1, 2, 3. I could settle a city there because it is 2 tiles away from a landmass, and you can settle cities within 2 tiles of each other if they're separated by water. But I think I'd rather just buy my way out there than have the spare. So that's going to be, these are going to be important projects for me to do. Might send this builder from Sitbar down there to get this online, especially if I sell that tobacco or sell. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Getting those luxuries online, luxuries and strategic resources give you a lot of tempo. So it's good to get those online. So I'd love to, I'll get tempo from these. Oh, well, that means I need to sell some resources to buy myself a galley just to keep this land safe. 1 more turn until I can peace out Patch of Cutie. Okay, nice. So we converted an enemy city at war, which is +3 era score. I don't even know how we measured that. We have access to the watermill, the industrial zone, the bathhouse. Oh, these are all weird buildings. I'm not gonna ooh. Specialty districts, aqueducts, and neighborhoods can be built on forest tiles in cities with at least 1 improved deer. Does that mean extra appeal to the district? I think this mod also does give you bonuses for having high appeal on your district. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's mentioned somewhere. You're going here. I'm gonna buy this tile. We will chop this tile because a wonder's going on it. Boom. There's the 10 population. We've also shaved to turn off the arena, which means we're closer to the Colosseum. Machinery, mathematics, movement, ancient walls. Yeah, let's go for this. Mathematics. It's got like a Swidden maze. +1 food to forest and jungle tiles adjacent to a farm improvement with cities with at least 1 improved maze resource. Huh. There's like all these cool little bonuses to bonus resources. I'm not going to go out of my way to like take advantage of all these bonuses. But if I happen to benefit from a bonus, I'm just going to let it happen. So there's recorded history. I am moving, doing a little moving and schmoving. You move, you squoove, skidoof. Bonus governors. I think it would be okay to take Liang right now for the extra builders. Sipar. Eventually I'll move you over. I think feudalism is next. We want that +2 builder charge actions. Builders are super efficient. You're heading down this way to go improve this. I will sell off my only copy of a luxury to buy a galley. That's +2 era score from that galley too, and I can use this to defend my waters and keep this builder safe while I work on this. I'm going to go ahead and buy my way out to that luxury. I need a smidge more gold. Sell off a resource to the AI, and then I will pop in here, grab that tile, and now we'll be able to get the plantation in here. And actually it's a chop too, which will help the city along. All right, let's go ahead and chop the rainforest in here because that will be becoming a civic square. So there's no point keeping the forest on that tile. And the Colosseum can pop down there. Excellent. I think we just go straight for the Colosseum. It's +2 culture and +2 amenities in all city centers within 6 tiles. Seems pretty good. Seems very good. What if I were to take this tile and just let it be? Because if I were to build later in the game, the Estadio de Maracanã in the capital, that would be huge. +2 amenities in each city in your civilization. It's also +6 culture in every city in your civilization. That's the thing that they don't tell you in the tooltip. I think I'm going to move my military to the north because if that city flips independent, also I want everyone to walk through the water in case they don't have the buff. Also, what happened? Why did this city convert? I don't understand. Whatever, listen. I think we're going to, if the city flips independent, I think we're going to blow it up and then try to get 2 extra settlers, maybe even 3 up here. Okay, he put a governor in it, but it isn't doing great. I think we'll put a civic square right there. And then I guess the fairground gets adjacency from things, and it does eventually produce tourism. So if we were to do something like, I think it also gets adjacency from ski resorts. So if I put a couple of ski resorts around, we could do something pretty nice in here. Let's place the civic square. God, this is going to be a tourism game, isn't it? It wasn't planned to be. It just kind of turned out that way. But it's been fun, I guess. I don't know why you're complaining, invisible person that I invented. Are the people in the room with you right now? This builder would like to chop these 2 tiles. Forbidden City has been built by another player. Needs more amenities. We are quite low on amenities, mostly because we've been selling them all off. Let's chop this tile. That'll finish the granary. We'll go for the monument. The city now has 5 housing potential. It's no longer taking a housing penalty. We'll heal with the galley. Builder over here in Kish. What have we got? Totally go chop that woods tile. Probably going to give that to the capital. Just needs so much gold right now. Just needs so much gold. Don't care about breaking a marsh tile. That's the kind of tile I don't care about crushing. I think it would be good to start on the... Well, the city is a great irrigation wheel candidate, so we'll just do that. We're just trying to build up our development, okay? But man, do I need builders. Get those feudalism builders going for me. Get those feudalism. Get those feudalism. All right, there's mathematics. Petra's the same. Consulate. Definitely want the Diplo Quarter at some point. We've got the Orchard, which is a building that goes in the cistern, which I think is the aqueduct. Then we've got the Diplo Quarter. The Swidden, which can be built in a city with at least 1 banana resource. Ooh, that would allow us to turn jungles into actually useful things. Pretty cool. Nice. +1 food, +1 production of feudalism. Very powerful. Maize, and then +1 movement for naval units. All right, so we'll plop down the tobacco plantation. We'll sell that off for gold. Their amenities are actually fine. The only city we really care about having high amenities is the capital, just because its yields are so high. And now I'm questioning the viability of going to conquer this city that we were kind of... we were casually planning a little bit of conquest. We didn't seriously consider it. I think it would be good to unlock apprenticeship. What's this, a clothier? Locks the builder ability to build a clothier in cities with at least 1 improved sheep, +1 production, +1 production for every adjacent pasture, +1 gold to each pasture. This bonus is doubled once industrialization is researched. Oh, wow. Is there 1 for camps? That's wheat. Let me see. So if I look through the list here, there's the brewery. Okay, if I harvest this tile, we'll take 3 turns off of that, and then we can swap this tile back to this city because that's where it belongs. Place that fairground. Good dunch. I can send envoys. Ooh, I haven't really been focusing on envoys this game. What sort of envoy quests do we have? Oh, maybe I don't have the envoys mod plugged in. I should. All right, let's just garrison up our empire. You just sell some resources for a tiny bit of gold. That way I can buy this tile in Kish. cancel the builder. I'll chop the tile. That was meant to be for the capital, wasn't it? It was. Oh, small error. Place the commercial hub. Let the production flow through. I guess I'll get the irrigation wheel as planned. They're in here with Shinto, which is kind of scary considering I don't actually have a way to recruit. I actually can't recruit people. But, you know, I got a lot of value out of this religion considering I built the wonder. Probably be better to have an archer in a coastal city so we can actually shoot those boats when they come around. You know, I think I'm going to swap this for a holy site, and I'm probably going to prioritize it a little higher. Oh, we could build a Swidden. Interesting, but no. And I think there's a thing where you can actually make mountains workable in this mod. So maybe the preserve might work quite well. So I'll probably prioritize the holy site. I also need to buy these tiles. It's becoming more imperative. All right, let's improve the wine. We can sell off the wine for 200 gold and get 250 for the tobacco. That means I can buy another tile. So we've secured our borders with this guy. Feudalism is almost done. I've got garrisons in all my cities, which means I believe it's civil service that you unlock the retainers plus one amenity from garrison. There's the Colosseum. That's going to be a huge amount of amenities and culture in my empire. Genuinely massive development here for us. Absolutely insane. I want the Lego version of the Colosseum a little bit. All right, we've got a few things that we can do. I think it'd be nice to evangelize my religion. I do think the audience chamber is necessary. The amount of amenities and housing we would get from that is huge. What is the current amenity status of my empire? Okay, we're up to now 1 ecstatic city with 6 content cities. So we're slowly pushing into interesting territory now. Let's get the civic square. Probably good to eventually get that theater square. Yep. We've got garrisons in all our cities. We're about to get feudalism, which means rounds of builders are coming back out again. He denounces me, which of course is his right. I mean, I did mess up his empire. +1 era score for discovering feudalism. We're going to get rid of the settler card. I can't believe I still had that plugged in. Plug in serfdom and take out core V because I'm not really building wonders right now. So that leaves me with a wildcard slot. First envoy could count as 2. I do have a bunch of envoys to send. So bang, bang. Boom, send off a couple envoys just to efficiently get envoys on the map. Then we want civil service for the retainers card. That's pretty good for amenities across the board. We need to think about what our tier 2 government will be. It'll probably be something exploration themed. I should probably buy myself a second galley to get boosted shipbuilding so we can do early cartography and discover the world. That could give us a lot of benefits. So, Preslav is either getting volcanoed or killed. I can't tell. But I'm going to buy a second galley. That'll boost shipbuilding, which means if we go for early cartography, we'll be able to not only get better fishing boats, but also explore the world a little bit better. I think we'll wait for caravels before we do a lot of exploration. You definitely just need builders, like super hardcore, just need builders across my empire now. Can't build lumber mills on these tiles until I'm pretty sure it's mercantilism. Yeah, lumber mills. So there's not really much point in you being over here. And with that said, I think guilds is my next destination. I have no more viable chops inside my city, I think. So it's time for Magnus to go somewhere else. This city doesn't have a banana. I could give it a banana and then I could build Swiddens, which would make these jungle tiles a lot more viable. Let me have a little think about that. What if I were to do something like a mine here? I've got refineries. Interesting. There's lots of interesting things that I don't even know how they work yet. Battery substations, trawlers. Don't even know how trawlers work. But yeah, let's say hypothetically we built some Swiddens here. I think this is honestly the best use of some of these tiles. Maybe not all of them. Like that should be a mine. So I do think it's time to move Pingala to Uruk. And then it's time to move Magnus to probably Uma. We can get some good chops in there. Sipar could also be a great Magnus city, actually. So we're going to move Magnus to Sipar and then Liang to Kish. And if we're buying any builders, they'll be coming out of there. And we may yet buy builders if we do have the gold potential for it. We got the trade dock in here. You are trading with Decapital. So I think this is where my next trade route's going to come from. So we're going to buy a trader in here to send it to the capital to start getting developed. So with the trade dock finished, we're going to, well, we need builders. We really need builders. We could build Swiddens. You know what? Let's build the Swidden. It makes these way better tiles. We're just about to finish the audience chamber, which is fantastic. Another gentle eruption up here. I think this is again just getting hit by volcanoes. It's not under siege or anything. So with the audience chamber done, this city has like 10 feckin' things. Swap the banana. Could get the Diploquarter in here. I think I'd like to get the holy site. And what is it called? Is it the temple? Oh, +1 food and +1 faith to every mountain in the city, +1 faith to every adjacent mountain and feature. Allows the purchasing of apostles, gurus, and inquisitors with the proper belief. Or Do I get the temple, which is 0.3 faith per turn for each citizen in the city? That's a lot of faith. It's not as cool as working the mountains, though. That's the thing. It's not as cool. We'll think about it. Pingala doesn't need any promotions. I'm going to grab Amani and put her into Hunza for now, because I would like to fight for suzerainty of Hunza. You move there, you move there. Let's get a double attack. That'll get you a promotion as well. So we're kind of controlling our waters. Ooh, I could trade with Hunza, and that would allow me to start to develop that relationship. I could also trade with Uruk. Ooh, and this would also spread my religion. I'm going to go for the passive religion spread, because I don't really have a way to spread my religion right now. So I got to get all the spread I can get. +1 era score from researching apprenticeship. That's excellent. Windmill, man-at-arms, clothier, brewery. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't think I have any wheat in my empire, but ooh, actually. Can the brewery be built? Grasslands, plains, and tundra, 1 per city. What if I were to place a farm here and a brewery here? So what exactly does the brewery do? +1 production for every 2 adjacent farms. +1 gold for each farm over a resource in the city. Doubled one's electricity. Provides tourism from production after researching flight. +1 amenity as long as the city has access to a wheat resource, and grants a standard adjacency bonus to industrial zones, commercial hubs, and harbors. Let me have a look at that brewery. It could be built on Plains Hills. I could put a brewery on this hill, which would give adjacency to these 2 districts. I like it. I like it a lot. Get a little brewery. Am I really trying to win the game? Not exactly. I'm just screwing around. I'm trying to figure it out. I guess we could research stirrups. This would give us the cattle bonus, +1 production to all farms adjacent to pastures in the city with at least 1 improved cattle resource. Oh, wow. That's a pretty cool bonus. A lot of really cool stuff coming out of this. So I think it's trade dock time in here. We do need to talk about the city's districts. I think a harbor is a perfectly reasonable choice. We could also go for a cistern and an industrial zone. That's 2 districts. We could also just go for a cistern, put the harbor on the other side. Well, harbor this side is fine. Then we could go for the amusement pier. Put farms down on this little floodplain. Don't besmirch it. And play it by ear. What if we would do a little civic square? Yeah, this is like kind of appealing. I know, I'm just, I'm not playing with any particular plan. I'm just screwing around. Could trade with Uruk. Don't know if I care. Probably prefer to put this over in Uma, because Uma is going to be getting another trade route for me soon with the trade dock or something. Let's get the Sweden in here. Oh man, the capital's production's up to 40 per turn. That's a fantastic city. Statue of Zeus has been built by someone. There's civil service, so I do want to take retainers. That's 7 amenities right there. That's going to be huge. Urban planning is not bad value right now, but it's not amazing value either. I think I'll just keep it because it's a reasonable choice. We did get the granary in Builder. I think builder charges are the thing that are going to just like transform my civilization. Yeah, we're going to trade with Uruk from this city. 3 food, 2 production. That's going to speed up the builder. And from Kish, if I can afford a builder, I will buy one. 100 gold and buy a builder. This one will be sent over to help the city of Sipar. A gentle eruption. Nice. +3 era score from the first holy site with a high adjacency. That's pretty damn cool. We get the shrine. Can it be built to the same district with an altar? So what is an altar? Oh, right, I should probably... So this is more promotion of governors, okay? Whereas this is more citizen yield oriented. Well, I'm going to have an absolutely massive city, so I think the shrine is the right move. All right, there's mysticism. So we can build the preserve. I'm curious about this monastery. Man, the temple is so good, though. It's honestly not that much faith. It is nice to get faith per turn per each citizen in the city, but I do think the monastery is kind of more cool, and I want to explore that. It basically turns mountain tiles into specialist tiles, which is kind of an interesting idea. Let's take over Preslev. +2 era score. Also, ooh, might be worth it for me to build some scouts at this point in the game, like land scouts. Right, there's theology. We also have access to the monastery. Let's do it. Monastery. I guess monarchy is the tourism civ, right? Or tourism bonus, so we'll go for that. Got an envoy spare. We'll put it into Cahokia. Might lead to gold down the line. There's engineering, and we've got stirrups. What else do we got? Let's get shipbuilding. Oh, that gives us access to fisheries. Interesting. We may as well get engineering. That's boosted. We'll get buttress and machinery. Ancient walls is done in Lagash. Didn't build me builders. We'll wait 1 turn before we start chopping in the city of Sipar. Nice. Theater square with +3 adjacency. And we can begin the mass construction project. In particular, we're most interested in just getting the harbor quickly done. There's the harbor 1 turned, which means we can get the fishing dock. +1 food in all coast tiles, +1 food in all ocean tiles. We might be able to put some fisheries down too, which would be really nice. So we'll go for the fishing dock. Civic Square is completed in here. We can get the assembly. Ooh, which is culture per citizen, and the theater square, which is more... It has 2 great works of writing slots, 1 culture, 2 culture, 1 citizen slot, 1 amenity, 1 great writer point, 1 great writer point, 1 great work of writing slot, 2 great works of writing slots. So theaters, you can have more great writer slots, I guess. So this is interesting. I'm curious about these options. But the very clear option is to get builders. Need to develop my empire. My sim is wonderful. Okay. So now these mountains are workable. So if I were to build myself a little preserve, exploring the potential here, you step there, you step there. We'll be able to chop through the fishing dock into the mausoleum next turn. The mausoleum is still available, right? Yeah, as is the Colossus. Something to think about. +2 era score for a 15 pop city. Welcome to Uruk. We also got engineering. We have access to the cistern. At long last, we can place the cistern in this city. We can also place the industrial zone in this city. Oh shit, I put the cistern down on the wrong tile. I'm gonna just reload that misclick. All right, let's quickly fix that mistake we made. Cistern here. Industrial zone here, and you guys are ready to chop. I'll chop this tile first, and then we'll immediately start the mausoleum, and we'll chop that through. And then we just need to get a little bit of production in here. Focus on food and production. A couple mines down. Maybe get the city some fisheries. We're developing it. 1, 2, 3. We could. Ooh, is a banana. That'll send you around to do some chopping. Yeah, Sipbar is developing nicely. And you know what? I think on the verge of exploring some new mechanics with this whole mod pack, I'm going to call that the end of the episode. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.